Hi, this is Linda Schaefer, and I'd like to introduce you to my new book, Encountering Mother Teresa. And I want to read some excerpts from the book, beginning with the epilogue. Why? Because it's the last time I was in Calcutta this past year, November of 2018. And I was hoping to get permission from Sister Prema to take some more photographs from the homes where I'd photographed in 1995, the homes where Mother Teresa allowed me to take photographs almost 23 years ago. And yes, I did receive permission on this trip, and those few days were very busy ones. But what I didn't expect was to be invited out on a very special mission when the sisters go on their night apostolate, serving the poorest of the poor on the streets of Calcutta. So I arrived there at 8:15 that night by taxi. A few volunteers were leaving and looked at me kind of surprised because this isn't when people showed up at the Mother House. I rang the bell, that famous bell that I had rung in 1995 when I first arrived at the Mother House, this beautiful white stucco building on the middle of the busiest street in Calcutta. And I thought, this is the Mother House? This is the headquarters for all the missionary charity homes around the world? There's like over 800 homes in 136 countries, and it's only a very small and modest house, but this is where Mother's tomb is. So I will get to the book. And a sister ushered me in to the building. A large tray of freshly baked bread was brought in, and the fragrance filled the air. Bags of supplies were lined up near the door. I was immediately put to work, of course, bagging a loaf of bread with a banana and hard-boiled egg. The sisters moved swiftly, separating men's and women's clothing to donate, and piling buckets with canisters of that fresh, wonderful, aromatic Indian tea. The 9 of us took off into the night down AJC Road. I had no idea where we were headed. We never do. Well, I don't. I just kind of follow my heart. It's kind of worked. Without a camera, I would have to be satisfied with being an observer and participant in the night's events. I'd initially been told that I would stay inside the vehicle during the night's outing. Not going to happen. Within minutes, a sister called for the driver to pull over to the side of this very congested street. A destitute man lay curled up on the sidewalk, not an unusual sight in India. I learned quickly that no one was ignored that night. We gathered food supplies, a canister of tea, and some paper cups. Sticky Indian sweets were also piled into empty hands. A flurry of white and blue saris like angels in the night bustled around the sidewalks of one of the busiest and congested streets in Calcutta. One of the sisters took my arm, led me across the street. We immediately got to work. First, waking up men and women who were sleeping on the street. I thought at first, why are they waking up? These people are lying there. Well, this is the only way they were going to get some food. They would go back to sleep. They seemed drugged in various states of starvation or illness. Since this was my first street mission with the sisters, pitched in however I could. It was a dance of caregiving, one they were well accustomed to. There was a sense of exhilaration, of joy found in connecting to the Christ who resides in these homeless men and women, fated to starve slowly on pieces of filthy cardboard, clothed in rags and destined for a graveyard on the street.